We've got some rapid fire questions for you.
Gosh,
I know, right? It's exciting. It's exciting. What's your biggest fear?
I think I'm claustrophobic. Like, I don't like when there's two people in the elevator and like
Two people?
I know you said rapid fire because I'm continuing this question.
Yeah,
but
no.
I really want to talk about this.
But two people isn't
There's
a lot.
two people.
That's
and
not a lot of people.
Somebody stands close to you, you know?
Okay.
And I'm like,
You're doing your signature hop step back.
Yeah, I'm like doing the James Harden travel backwards. That's what I'm doing. People talk about.
Let's meet your Brooklyn Nets. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 21, Wilson Chandler. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 12, Joe Harris. Starting at center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 6, DeAndre Jordan. The other guard, at 6'3", number 11, Kyrie Irving. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 7, Kevin Durant. The head coach of your home team is Kenny Atkinson. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets!
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, DA. Thank you. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at small forward. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning the championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
Chandler. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Lowry kicks to Gasol. Pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And the shot goes down.
These are the looks this offense is designed to generate. Siakam deadly close to the rim.
Here's Irving. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And that one is good.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
Deflects the pass. Gasol with the steal. Here's VanVleet. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Chandler against Siakam. Rebounded by the Nets.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And KD throws it down.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Now here's Powell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Irving against Lowry. To the paint, Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Love the effort from Marc Gasol. Physical defense, but he wasn't deterred.
Harris finds Chandler. Here's Jordan. Gasol with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Lowry can't get it to go.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
No good from Jordan. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors, trailing by 4. A shot by Lowry, wide open. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Irving for 3. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Van Vliet. The teardrop falls in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Here's Irving, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
You have to love the imagination of Kyrie, able to get off his shot in traffic.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Now we get a chance to check out Kevin Durant, coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense. It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Harris's shot is off. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Van Vliet. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Drills it from outside.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. The pass to Van Vliet. Lowry against Irving. Left side Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Gasol.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Shot from 12. A second chance effort. And Jordan with the layup.
You've got to hand it to DeAndre. His relentless approach on the boards, paying dividends.
And here is Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Siakam kicks to Powell. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Oh, taking it to the rack. with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Steve, it is so rare to see someone as agile at the rim as KD.
You're so right, Kevin. And now he can take contact, adjust in midair, and still convert with ease. Also can slam it down if he gets a step. His great field goal percentage over the years is because he's an elite finisher at the rim and mid-range.
Free throw drops for KD. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
And I don't think anyone knew that Siakam would be this kind of playmaker coming out of New Mexico. In fact, I can almost guarantee it.
And that one's good, Irving.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Wilson Chandler.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
On defense, Brooklyn, 11-point game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
A nice shot by Irving.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Pass to Lowry. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Here's Irving. That one, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. To the right side. Lowry for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Lowry's got his third basket of the night right there.
Hey, a part of being a good floor general is understanding when it's your shot to take. Nice read by Lowry.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And the basket by Lowry.
Kyle Lowry is a very tough guy for 6'1". He's a guy who loves to attack the inside, even though he's small. Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his sixth foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of that?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way. I knew
you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched this 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Rodions Kurucs, he's checked in for Harris. And it's LeVert in for Irving. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And McCaw is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. A strange saga last season for Patrick McCaw. Restricted free agent with the Warriors. He sat out, Smitty, for months.
He did, Kevin. Eventually signed a non-guaranteed deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he was waived within days, prompting a league investigation. A promising young player, the Dubs didn't want to lose him, and eventually signed with the Toronto Raptors, and he won another chip.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now here's LeVert. Tight defense on him. Toronto grabs the miss.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. LeVert, and he makes that one. And the Nets lead by 8.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Passes it to Anunoby. Pass to McCaw. Clock at 2. Puts it up from 12. Allen with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 8. A leaner. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got 11 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Karuch. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Here's McCall. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lowry kicks to McCaw. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. A floater. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's McCaw. Off target from three-point range.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
A nice shot by LeVert.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to McCaw. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This is what I like about Lowry. Not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
Toronto grabs the miss.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Anunoby, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's LeVert. And that one goes long.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now Allen following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Prince. He hits it from 9.
Well, that's Prince. Understands his role, knows exactly where to pick his spots.
Here's McCall. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Kyle Lowry is second.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Lowry against Dinwiddie. Shot from the wing, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. Raptors trail by 10. Outside Lowry. Shoots. It's not going to go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Passes it to Karuch. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
And it's sent back by Allen. Here's LeVert, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Got it off in time. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect, and we'll be right back after this. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, wherever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Jared Allen is out there with Prince, and it's Karuch in at the three. And Ibaka is right there.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
The free throw drops from Ibaka. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting,
Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Lowry. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's LeVert. Chandler trying to free himself up.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. They trail by 7. McCaw. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dinwiddie drives in. Yep, that one goes in there. Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
The pass to McCaw. Fires top of the key. Again, Toronto.
That's a well-designed play and great execution. Lowry's one of your better scorers. Get him a shot within the flow of the offense.
A nice shot by LeVert.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lowry against Dinwiddie. Pass to Anunoby. Over Chandler. Kept alive. McCaw, the pass to Ibaka. Right wing. A 3-ball. No good from McCaw. Nets leading by 7. And it's Prince penetrating. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
In that situation, not much you can do. Taurean Prince made up his mind, attacks the rim.
McCaw, the pass to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Allen. Chandler outside. Back to Prince. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
Doing a great job of making himself big in the paint. Taurean Prince makes a tough shot over the contested hand.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Prince. Again, the Nets for 2. Raptors trail by 11. Lowry with the ball. 18 points for him. Good on the 13-footer. Lowry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this was Lowry's go-to when he first entered the league, that mid-range jumper.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Chandler. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Pascal Siakam comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Patrick McCaw. Siakam misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Irving drives in. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I mean, he has great body control. Then you see him finish the drive with contact. Woo! Kyrie is special.
Count that bucket. Lowry's got 11 points in the quarter.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
A nice shot by Katie.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Raptors trail by 13. Van Vliet looking around. Powell, no one around him. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his third assist on the night. Here's Durant. Off the left rim and out. Toronto's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. The shot by Lowry, no good. Nets leading by 10.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Powell, that's good.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Outside Durant. Baseline jumper. Again, the Nets for 2.
Former NBA scoring champion KD likes the looks he's seeing tonight, applying constant pressure on the offensive end.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here's Powell. He's got 9. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Lowry, and Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. A 12-point game. Siakam misses. And the Nets shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And the shot is good. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's KD. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Count the basket.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Timeout. So good at pulling up off the dribble. Kyrie completely under control the whole time.
And the Raptors call time here.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Is checked in for the Nets. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. To take a look at Harris, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Well, Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Siakam. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
And Durant gets it to go, the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Harris on the double team. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
Passes it to Harris. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 6.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the ability to create something out of nothing is so rare to find. But Kevin Durant has it. Whether it's a bailout shot to beat the shot clock or just a hard dribble and pull up, he can always get a shot off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for KD. And with Durant, he's making it look so easy. You're just used to seeing him get the shot he wants.
You have to respect his pull-up, his drive, his threes, his fadeaways. It's a nightmare for defenders. That unpredictability is why Jimmy Butler called Durant the hardest player to guard in the league.
And so Durant nails them both. Well, Steve, it doesn't matter how they do it, but there are some players, as you know, that can get into another player's head. I guess like a Dennis Rodman, but there are a lot of them now that play and use that tactic.
Yeah, Draymond Green, Kevin, Patrick Beverly, Chris Paul, I think is one of those guys. P.J. Tucker, he doesn't really talk, but he has a lot of antics.
Oh!
Yes. Goodness. Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Raptors trail by 16. Outside Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that's now 11 points for Siakam.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Good.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
Down low, here's Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 24 points.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Irving double teamed. Here's Jordan. Again, the Nets for 2.
Nice pass by Kevin Durant. Has a good feel to find his teammates.
Raptors trail by 15 to the inside. Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Raptors moving the ball around.
When you're 7-1, that rim's not far out of reach.
Nets leading by 11. Here's Irving. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Powell. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Irving against Lowry. Here's Jordan. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Inside, here's Lowry, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 26.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Siakam pulls it in. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 11. And stolen by Irving. Over Lowry, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
The quick release, the feathery touch. Kyrie beating good defense with better offense.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Nets. They lead by 13. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning, the ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, the way I see it, they're losing this game because they're being out-rebounded. You can't give up this kind of differential and expect to remain competitive. So what do? You commit more guys to the glass, guards included. You make it a priority that if you do ultimately lose this game, it's not because you didn't rebound.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Here we go now. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from VanVleet. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Offensive rebound, Chandler. And stolen by Siakam. Harris against Lowry from downtown, but they recover it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again, teams giving up big leads. Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
To the middle. Here's Chandler. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Feeds to Lowry. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. To the paint, here's Siakam. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Irving, good.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Van Vliet kicks to Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
I love that. You see the poise of Gasol running the offense to perfection.
Here's Irving. Here's Jordan. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jordan's got 8.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
Outside for Gasol. And the 3 off target.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area. And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Left side, Jordan. There's the feed to Chandler. Got a piece of it. Here's Harris. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Left side, Lowry. Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 now on the night. Irving finds Harris. Stolen by Van Vliet. Now running. There comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Finished off the break.
Timeout.
Lowry's got 28.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Karis LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Raptors also changing it up. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Powell dishes to Gasol.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
One of the best all-around bigs in the league. Gasol continues to modernize his game.
And so Gasol nails them both. Nets leading by 11. Prince outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Allen, that's good. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. 4 on the clock. A rebound by the Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Prince misses.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the Raptors making a change here. McCaw's checked in. And that one falls for Allen. Here's McCaw. He's got 10. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for Marc Gasol.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Allen's shot is off.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Here's McCaw. A wide open look for Gasol. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Allen. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Gasol. Pass to McCaw. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Gasol missing again. Nets leading by 14. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. They'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie. Makes it off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Here's McCaw, defended by Allen. McCaw, the pass to Ibaka. And it's blocked, and he gets it back. Just 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Here's Van Vliet. Releases from the wing and drills it. He's got 12.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Not only is he a deadly shooter from out there, but he is towering over his defender.
Raptors trail by 15. Ibaka outside. Now the pass to McCaw. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCaw. Levert defending. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the veteran Wilson Chandler played at a lot of stops in his career, and he'll always find minutes.
You're so right. With Chandler, you can slide him into the 3 or the 4 in most lineups. Injuries have added up, and he'll usually miss games during the year. But when he's available, he's a big help.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Prince. Just 5 on the clock. No coverage that time. Van Vliet's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Prince. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
Hollis Jefferson finds Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Dinwiddie covering. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Anunoby.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3. I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Now here's Van Vliet. Dinwiddie covering. Now Van Vliet. He's got 15. Here's McCaw. Anunoby kicks to Ibaka. Here's McCaw. LeVert defending. Pass to Van Vliet. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Pass to McCaw. "14 feet away. That one's not going to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Prince. And here is Van Vliet. Dinwiddie with the steal. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 9th assist in the game now. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Good work there as it goes. 9 points for Jared Allen.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Chandler.
You see Serge in the painted area, feels the defender, goes on the attack.
An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Kevin Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. Joe Harris is checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Karis LeVert. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Fred VanVleet. Ibaka hits both of them.
A shot-blocking man of the world. Ibaka can tell you, not in my house, in at least 4 languages.
And the shot is long. Raptors trail by 13. Hollis Jefferson finds Lowry. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Siakam. And the 3 ball is good. Siakam's got 9 points in the quarter.
That's his second 3-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
And that one's good, Irving. And the Nets lead by 12.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Siakam.
You know, we see every year 1 or 2 guys drafted toward the end of the first round contribute well for their team. But Pascal Siakam has gone well beyond that.
Second free throw, no good. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Dinwiddie. Durant trying to break free. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second.
For Brooklyn, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. There's 49 seconds left in the third. And the pass to Lowry. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Over Jordan. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Serge Ibaka.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And finished off by KD.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Siakam, good.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Here's Jordan. That one misses. Ibaka with some nice D. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
The Nets have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
Lowry from outside. That shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action after this word. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Brooklyn leading by 10. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And no hesitation attacking the defense. Body to body, Durant with an impressive finish.
Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. A career-best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19, scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Siakam hits them both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Here's Dinwiddie, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Lowry kicks to McCaw. Dishes it to Ibaka. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Harris's shot is good.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Ibaka, no luck. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
Marcus All's checked in for Serge Ibaka. That free throw good from Durant.
Kevin Durant as a rookie to Kevin Durant right now. The difference is he's comfortable being a vocal leader.
Looking to end the run, and Siakam throws it down.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And Irving launches it from deep. McCaw grabs the miss.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Powell with the steal. Now running, here comes Lowry pushing the ball up over Jordan. Misses off the left iron.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Timeout called, the Nets. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a 2-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Nets leading by 16. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. And
we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The deep three from Durant. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Raptors trail by 18. Outside Lowry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 31.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
Irving for three. But they'll get another chance. And here's Harris from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in.
Wilson Chandler.
Pass to McCaw from deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Chandler, here we go, and he makes good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 20.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
To the middle. And Siakam throws it down.
Coming into the league, Siakam's defense was well ahead of his offense. As you can see tonight, that's evened out.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
Passes it to Lowry. Jacks up a three. Hands it from downtown. Lowry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Chandler, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lowry's got 10 points here in the second half.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
And the shot goes in. 34 points for KD.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Timeout called the Nets.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Brooklyn has possession. Here's Irving. Chandler trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Irving.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Pass to Van Vliet. Smitty, the NBA now preventing teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's Powell on the wing. Hits it from 3-point range.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
The drive by KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got 38 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
It's Powell on the wing. No good on the triple. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's KD, and KD throws it down.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the 3-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
Lowry with the ball. Toronto calls timeout.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Gasol is doubled. The pass to Boucher. Raptors moving the ball around to the left wing. Left side Gasol. And the Raptors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Now here's Payne. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education. I love that type of compensation.
Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Pass to Musa. Here's Nwaba, covered by Miller. Musa passes to Nwaba. Fades. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Payne kicks to Johnson. Miller outside. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. A new group in now for the Raptors. And so he makes both from the line. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and Siakam throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Johnson comes in for Norman Powell. Miller's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Payne in for Kyle Lowry. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
That free throw, no good.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
And he's good on the second. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, what was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Here's Mwaba. Buries it from three-point range.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
This is why you spend so much time devising ways to space the floor. If you can't, you don't get very far.
Temple the pass to Musa. Nets passing it around. And it's Mwaba missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Lowry for three. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his third assist on the night. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for David Nwaba. Kevin Durant comes in for Rodions Kurucs. Harris is checked in for Musa. And Irving subbed in for Garrett Temple. And the basket is good. Irving's got 40 points.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Lowry against Irving. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got 43 points.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
Durant with the steal. Irving with it. Lowry picks him up. Count it. 42 points for Kyrie Irving.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Lowry drives in, and that one good.
Lowry is just so quick with the ball with both hands that he can lose a defender in a hurry.
KD draws the double. And Lowry has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And KD throws it down.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
The Raptors shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. Van Vliet finds Powell, and there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his third foul so far. Steve, for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes the glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court.
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem. Some guys can handle it from the beginning. Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
Clock at 4. From deep. Kane can't hit. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Durant, that's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And there's another turnover by the Raptors.
Brooklyn ball.
Set it up.
35 seconds left in the fourth. And he gets the bucket. Irving's got 44.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're up by 30. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution, but let's see out of the timeout.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Changes up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 46 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Payne's shot is good.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Here's Mwaba. Off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.